knows that boxing, I'm a big, strong guy, I'll get in box. No, you won't. You really won't. And same thing where boxers feel like they can just get in the octagon. It's a total lack of respect for the discipline. And everyone who can think knows who wins a fight in a different person's sport. Come on.
Kellerman, I gotta ask you, a lot of people are...
Hold on, he's been waiting.
Did Canelo stock raise or lower tonight? And same for Amir Khan. Did it raise or lower?
Both raised. I thought that was a real good fight. Look, there are various ways of getting a great fight. Two guys go, like this, and it's an amazing Gaddy Ward, Corrales-Castillo type fight. But there are also high wire acts, like the one that Amir Khan was trying to do. Guy's not running, he's boxing. Has to box carefully, walking a tightrope against a much bigger, stronger, harder puncher. Doesn't have a history of taking a punch especially well. That's a great fight too, because you're on the edge of your seat the whole time. And it played out according to that kind of script. I mean, Khan was boxing really well, and eventually the bigger man imposed himself, although in Canelo's case it wasn't just his size, it was also his boxing skill. And then you got the one-punch knockout. I mean, that's a terrific fight in my view. I remember thinking, as much as I loved Morales and Barrera won, a great fight. I actually thought the fight of the year, I thought that was runner-up fight of the year. The fight of the year I thought that year was Mosley De La Hoya. Because there's something about two guys who are at the top of the pound-for-pound, ladder, or, top 5 pound-for-pound guys who are super fast in their primes, fighting at their best weight, and they engage in a back-and-forth, high-speed chess match, but with power. Sugar Ray Leonard, Wilfred Benitez. Those are also some of my favorite fights.
What is Khan going from here, Max?
Down a welterweight.
And will this follow him? Some guys, once they get, and it's not the first time he's been stopped, but that was pretty brutal.
We all know what to expect from Amir. Really fast, big heart, underrated power, big heart, and chinny. That's going to be in every fight. I mean, that's nothing new.
Does the Pacquiao fight make sense at this point if he can bring him out?
Pacquiao and Khan? No. I mean, at this moment, no. Pacquiao, if Pacquiao comes back, apparently, it's going to be for Floyd. They'll do less than half the business of the first one, and it'll be the biggest fight in boxing.
Max, as a respectable critic, that a lot of people seem to be mentioning the Canelo Mayweather rematch. What do you take to that?
I didn't see anything that makes me believe that rematch goes appreciably different from the first fight.
Has he gotten better at all in your eyes? Then?
Yes, very much.
How so?
Canelo?
Yeah.
He gets better in every fight. He's better even at cutting off the ring tonight, although he still wasn't able to do it at all times effectively, but the other guys in there doing stuff too. His boxing skills improve, his defense improves. When people say ring generalship, it's like, what does that mean? Well, who's the boss in there, right? What does he do? Canelo putting the work into the body early, setting up the shot that comes later. I mean, he's been a terrific fighter since he's a teenager. Everyone used to watch him on YouTube, in Mexico, and there's a reason he was connecting to the crowd, because it's not just that he could fight, but he could also box. He had skills, but those skills are getting sharper and sharper and sharper. That still doesn't mean you're sharp enough to beat Floyd Mayweather. I think, look, I'll ask you, everyone knows this stuff already. South of 175 pounds, which fighter would be the favorite against every other fighter in the world? Which fighter? South of 175 pounds?
South.
Who?
Gennady.
He'd be the favorite against everyone? That's wrong. Who wants to give me the right answer? South of 175 pounds, Andre Ward. Now, do we all agree? I'm sorry. Does anyone disagree with that?
No.
So we all agree that south of 175 pounds, Andre Ward's the favorite against everyone.
Yeah.
South of 168 pounds, who's the favorite against everyone? Who?
Who's still here right now?
Who in boxing is the favorite against every other fighter south of 168 pounds? Triple G is the favorite against everyone, including Floyd, south of 168 pounds. Who's the favorite of everyone in boxing south of 160 pounds? Who? Floyd Mayweather. Do we all agree? Yes. Why would Andre be the favorite against Triple G? They're comparable skills and everything. He's bigger than Triple G. Why would Triple G be the favorite against Floyd? He's bigger than Floyd. When you get to the reason the good big man beats the good little man, or the great big man beats the great little man, is at a certain level, size matters because other things are more or less equalized. Now, if I had to put those guys in order, pound for pound, I'd say Floyd 1, Andre 2, Triple G 3. But, okay, fine. Andre Ward would be favored over Triple G. Triple G would be favored over Floyd. Floyd would be favored over everyone else south of 160. And if anyone disagrees, let me know. Is there any? So that's unanimous in like the hardcore boxing press. Am I right?
Some may say Sergey.
That's 75. I said south of 75. South of 75.
Nice. Could we